Welcome to Module 6, Environmental Impact and Sustainability. I'm Matthew. Today, we'll be exploring the environmental impacts of industrial activities and discussing practical ways that businesses can reduce their environmental footprints through sustainable practices. We'll also analyze case studies that highlight how companies successfully integrate sustainability into their operations. By the end of this lecture, you'll understand the major environmental impacts associated with industrial activities and know how to conduct an environmental impact assessment. We'll cover specific sustainable practices that reduce environmental impact, and we'll look at real-world examples of companies that have implemented these practices successfully. Let's get started. Understanding environmental impact. Environmental impact refers to any change, whether negative or positive, caused by an organization's activities. Many of these impacts are detrimental and can lead to pollution, resource depletion, and biodiversity loss. To understand the scale of this issue, here are a few global statistics. The United Nations reports that over 60% of biodiversity loss worldwide is linked to industrial activities. And the World Health Organization highlights that air pollution contributes to about 7 million deaths annually. Clearly, addressing these impacts is essential for protecting both ecosystems and human health, and it's also crucial for meeting regulatory requirements in many industries. Common environmental impacts of industrial activities. Let's take a closer look at the most common environmental impacts from industrial and commercial activities. 1. Air pollution. This results from emissions of gases and particulates like CO and SO from factories and vehicles. The effects include respiratory illnesses and contributions to climate change. 2. Water pollution. Industrial waste, heavy metals, and untreated wastewater contaminate our rivers and oceans, harming aquatic life and contaminating water supplies. 3. Soil contamination. The improper disposal of hazardous waste and the use of pesticides damage soil, impacting agriculture and food safety. 4. Resource depletion. Many industries rely on non-renewable resources, leading to shortages and increased production costs. 5. Waste generation. Industrial waste, especially hazardous waste, overflows landfills and pollutes the environment. These impacts highlight why it's essential for industries to adopt more responsible practices and manage their resources sustainably. Environmental Impact Assessment, EIA. One effective way to manage environmental impacts is through an Environmental Impact Assessment, or EIA. An EIA evaluates the environmental effects of a proposed activity before it's undertaken, allowing for informed decisions that consider both business and environmental needs. The steps of an EIA include: 1. Screening. Determine if a project requires a full EIA. 2. Scoping. Identify potential impacts and areas to study. 3. Impact analysis. Assess the potential effects on the environment. 4. Mitigation. Develop strategies to prevent or reduce negative impacts. 5. Monitoring and reporting. Track impacts over time and ensure mitigation measures are effective. An EIA helps organizations comply with environmental regulations, make better decisions, and minimize their ecological footprint. Key concepts in sustainability. Sustainability involves meeting today's needs without compromising future resources. Let's go over a few key concepts in sustainability. 1. Sustainable development, defined as development that meets present needs without compromising future generations' ability to meet their own needs. 2. Circular economy. This model aims to reduce waste by reusing, recycling, and repurposing resources rather than discarding them. 3. Carbon neutrality. Balancing carbon emissions by reducing output and investing in carbon offsetting projects to achieve a net zero carbon footprint. 4. Triple bottom line, TBL, a sustainability framework that focuses on 3 pillars: people, planet, and profit. TBL emphasizes that a sustainable business approach can benefit society, the environment, and the bottom line. These concepts form the foundation of sustainable practices that we'll discuss in more detail next. Sustainable practices in the workplace. There are several key sustainable practices that workplaces can adopt to reduce environmental impact. 1. Reduce, reuse, recycle. These 3 actions are essential for minimizing waste. For example, by reducing unnecessary packaging, reusing materials when possible, and recycling waste, companies can significantly decrease their environmental footprint. 2. Energy efficiency. Energy-efficient equipment and processes help reduce emissions and save on energy costs. 3. Water conservation. Industries can implement water-saving practices, like water recycling, to protect this vital resource. 4. Green procurement. Choosing eco-friendly, biodegradable, or recycled materials from suppliers with low environmental impact. 5. Pollution prevention. Cleaner production techniques minimize emissions and waste by optimizing production processes. These practices are the foundation for creating a more sustainable and environmentally responsible workplace. Case study: Patagonia's commitment to sustainability. Let's look at a real-world example. Patagonia, the outdoor clothing company, has made sustainability a core part of its mission. Patagonia uses recycled materials, actively works to reduce waste, and encourages customers to repair products instead of buying new ones. The results have been impressive. By using recycled materials, Patagonia has reduced its environmental impact significantly, and this commitment has set an industry benchmark. Customers appreciate these efforts, which has enhanced Patagonia's reputation and strengthened customer loyalty. This case shows how sustainability can be both a responsible business choice and a profitable one. Implementing a sustainability strategy. For companies starting their sustainability journey, here are a few key steps. 1. Set clear goals. Define specific and measurable sustainability objectives, like reducing carbon footprint by a certain percentage. 2. Employee engagement. Involving employees in sustainability initiatives promotes a culture of responsibility. 3. Resource efficiency. Investing in resource-efficient technology, like LED lighting or water recycling, can lead to substantial savings. 4. Monitoring and reporting. Track progress towards sustainability goals and report results for transparency. 5. Continuous improvement. Evaluate and refine practices to adapt to new challenges and maintain progress. Implementing a sustainability strategy requires both planning and engagement, but the benefits can be substantial in the long term. Green certifications and standards. Green certifications help organizations validate their commitment to environmental responsibility. Here are a few notable examples. 1. ISO 14001. This is the global standard for environmental management systems and helps companies improve environmental performance. 2. LED certification, recognized worldwide for sustainable building design and energy efficiency. 3. Energy Star, a certification for energy-efficient appliances and equipment. 4. B Corp certification, for companies that meet high standards of social and environmental performance. Obtaining these certifications can enhance a company's reputation, help attract eco-conscious consumers, and often lead to cost savings through improved efficiency. Cost-benefit analysis of sustainability. Sustainability often involves upfront costs, but these investments can lead to long-term savings and other benefits. Let's break it down. Costs. Initial investments may include sustainable technology, eco-friendly materials, and certifications like ISO 14001 or LED. Benefits. Reduced costs over time due to energy and resource efficiency. Improved brand reputation, which can attract loyal, eco-conscious customers. A competitive edge, as more consumers prefer environmentally responsible brands. In many cases, the long-term benefits of sustainability far outweigh the initial costs. Future trends in environmental sustainability. Looking ahead, several trends are set to shape the future of sustainability. 1. Digitalization and IoT. Real-time monitoring of emissions and resource use allows for more efficient environmental management. 2. Renewable energy integration. More companies are shifting from fossil fuels to renewables like solar, wind, and bioenergy. 3. Green building practices. Eco-friendly construction and energy-efficient building designs are on the rise. 4. Carbon-neutral commitments. An increasing number of companies are setting goals to achieve net zero emissions. 5. Sustainable supply chains. Companies are making efforts to source materials responsibly, reducing environmental impacts across the supply chain. These trends show that environmental sustainability is evolving rapidly, and companies that stay ahead of these changes will benefit in the long run. Case study: Unilever's Sustainable Living Plan. Unilever's Sustainable Living Plan is an ambitious strategy aimed at halving the environmental footprint of its products by 2030. Key strategies include sourcing 100% of agricultural raw materials sustainably, reducing waste, and promoting eco-friendly products. The results have been significant. Unilever has successfully reduced greenhouse gas emissions and water usage across its operations. Unilever's plan demonstrates that large-scale sustainability initiatives are achievable and can set new industry standards. This case exemplifies that sustainability can be integrated into business at every level, from sourcing materials to final products. To wrap up, understanding and mitigating environmental impacts is critical for the health of both ecosystems and businesses. Sustainable practices like waste reduction, energy efficiency, and green procurement are foundational steps every company can take. Certifications like ISO 14001 and LEED validate an organization's commitment and can enhance competitiveness. Looking forward, trends like renewable energy integration, digitalization, and sustainable supply chains will continue to shape the future of sustainability. Sustainability is not just an option, it's becoming a requirement for responsible, forward-thinking businesses. Let's open the floor for questions and discussion. I'd love to hear about any sustainability initiatives you've observed in your own workplaces or industries. What challenges have you seen in implementing these strategies, and what solutions have worked best? Let's also discuss the importance of certifications and how you see the role of digitalization and renewable energy in the future of sustainability. Put your answer in the comments.